Hello and welcome to a new episode of our program Cultural Magazine, during which we're going to bring you the latest cultural events that are taking place in Egypt. Please stay tuned.
Minister of Culture Dr. Ines Abdedaim inaugurated the exhibition of pioneer architects of the 20s of the last century, which is organized by the National Organization for Urban Coordination, headed by engineer Mohammed Abu Saada. The exhibition comes as part of the celebrations of the 20s of the 20th century. Head of the Cultural Development Fund sector, Dr. Fathi Abdul Wahab, and head of the National Center for Translation, Dr. Karma Sami, along with students of architecture departments in the faculties of engineering and fine arts, and a huge crowd of interested people attended the event. The minister said that the decade of the 20s of the last century witnessed a remarkable architectural development as Egyptian and foreign specialists implemented a large number of buildings in all governorates, which have become landmarks of visual identity. The minister also noted the emergence of a number of names that left prominent imprints on the visions of the coming generations, and asserted that the geometric patterns that were used were characterized by harmony and integration. After the opening, the cultural minister witnessed a symposium entitled Pioneering Architects in the 1920s, organized by Dr. Dalila Ekerdeni. During the symposium, engineer Mohammed Abu Saada elaborated on the architects of the 1920s and the architectural heritage of that era. The exhibition included pictures of works by a number of architectural pioneers such as Sabir Pasha Sabri, Mahmoud Pasha Fahmi, Mustafa Pasha Fahmi, and many others who left immortal fingerprints in the art of Egyptian architecture. Minister of Culture Dr. Ines Abdedaim said that in all parts of the country there is a diverse intellectual and artistic movement and contemporary creativity in architectural and touristic sites inspired by ancient Egyptian civilization. The festival is held at the Suez National Museum for 3 consecutive days, and it includes 6 various artistic shows. Minister of Culture thanked Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli for his sponsorship of the festival and many other activities of the Ministry of Culture, which assures the role of soft power in enhancing society and developing awareness. She added that different parts of the country are witnessing a diverse intellectual and artistic movement aiming to achieve cultural justice and spread enlightenment. The top cultural official asserted that choosing the Suez National Museum to host the first edition of the festival in coordination with the Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities comes due to its unique artifacts that narrate part of Egypt's ancient civilization, which is one of the sources of contemporary inspiration. It is noteworthy that the program of the first edition of the Suez Festival for Music and Singing presents a variety of artistic branches, 6 shows in 3 consecutive nights, including the Simsimaya Folk Art Troupe, a concert for the great artist Hani Shakir, accompanied by the orchestra led by Maestro Mustafa Helmi. A show for the artist Nisma Abdelaziz and her band, a concert for the artist Ahmed Gamal and his band as well, and concerts from the opera stars of the Arab Music Ensemble, accompanied by the orchestra led by Maestro Ahmed Ahmed.
A large movement of cultural exchange between Egypt and other countries is taking place under the auspices of the Ministry of Culture here in Egypt.
The Cairo Opera House hosted the Tango Legend company from Argentina, performing one of the most fascinating of all dances, rocking the stage with strong original performances.
First of all, thank you. Thank you for receiving us, and you're a very, very lovely audience for us. So yeah, we've been rehearsing like for 3 months already, a lot of rehearsals, a lot of work, because if you've seen the show, you know it takes a lot of practice to do all the dancing and the music also. So yeah, that's about it. The tour is very special, very different for us, you know, and because of the place and the culture that is so different from ours also, but it's so fascinating to be here. The last time he says that also enjoyed a lot, and a lot the receiving from the audience. Usually it's the instrument that leads the orchestra, so we are all playing along with him. So thank you for the interview. Thank you for watching our show so respectfully and so happy. And so please enjoy. Thank you.
Bueno, muchas gracias a todas.
Next year, very soon, and that he loves all the people here from Egypt. So.
The Cairo Opera Company presented a gala concert of musicals and international songs on the small theater at the Cairo Opera House, accompanied by the pianist Maya Jveneria, directed by Hisham Talli, and the artistic supervision for Dr. Iman Mustafa.
Tonight's concert is like musicals and famous songs, international songs with different languages, English, French, and Spanish. And tonight I'll be performing a French song by Charles Aznavour. Actually, it's like both. We're trying to always perform new songs, and Dr. Iman Mustafa is always keen to present a big variety of international songs and musical and in these kinds of concerts in order to please everyone's taste from the audience. It's always like orchestra is always helping us to perform with more passion, and tonight's concert is with a piano, where the Madame Maya Jveneria is accompanying us with a piano.
That I may see him, sit behind bars, I will never rest till the end. This I swear, God.
The opera is doing a great role in presenting different kind of classical arts, and we always have exchanges, cultural exchanges with many other countries, foreign countries like France and Italy. Like we had in our last performance of La Boheme, we had singers from Italy, and we always like to cooperate and be open to the international culture. Actually, we always take some time in order to choose the song. This is the hardest part of the work is to choose a song that you would like to sing. Meanwhile, it would please the audience. So it can be familiar, but meanwhile not repetitive. We like always to renovate and make new programs.
The level is very high, and I'm not a music specialist. I am I like music. I like the music from the pop to the opera, and we've been here for many times. It is the second year because we came last year the same for the musical, and we enjoy it. And I enjoy it. My kids maybe a little bit less. So if you want the negative opinion, ask my children, okay? But I enjoy it here, and it's fantastic. It's always fantastic. Opera is my favorite place in Egypt since 2 years, so we can come to frequently to the opera. I love it.
Out in the darkness, a fugitive running, falling from God, falling from grace. God be my witness.
The program of the concert included a selection of 23 famous songs and international musicals, including Trails of Love, New York, New York, Moscow Night, The Sound of Music, What a Wonderful World, performed by 24 members of the Cairo Opera Company.
Mind the way of the Lord, those who follow the path of the righteous shall have their reward. And if they fall as Lucifer fell, the flame, the sword.
Ballet was very high level, very innovative, and we enjoyed it very much. And I'm not a specialist. I love it, the art, but I'm not a critic. But I enjoyed it very much.
And every morning when you go, wake me gently so I know that loving you was not a dream.
It is worth noting that the Cairo Opera Company was officially formed in 1964 and presented many of the most famous international operas. Its repertoire includes more than 32 famous operatic novels, participating in huge performances on world theaters and succeeding in forming a fan base interested in operatic singing as one of the finest forms of art.
I close my eyes the moment I surrender to you. Let love be blind, innocent and tender.
The Cairo Opera House plays a significant role in the cultural movement that is taking place in Egypt.
Under the auspices of the Ministry of Culture, the Cairo Opera House organized a concert for the Heritage Ensemble for the Arab Music at the Theatre of the Institute of Arab Music, led by Maestro Farouk Al-Babli. The band presented a bouquet of the most wonderful songs of the art of the beautiful time for the singing giants, including Said Darwish, Kulthum, Muhammad Abdul Muttalib, Muhammad Qandil, Sabah, Nagat, Suad Muhammad, and Huriya Hassan. The stars of the Arab Music Heritage Ensemble, Angham Mustafa, Hanan Al-Khouli, Noha Hafiz, Muhyi Salah, Atif Abdel Hamid, and Yasser Suleiman participated in the singing in the ceremony. Among the songs performed were ألفين صلاة, على فكرة زيهم, الشمعتين, يا حاسدين الناس, نصرة قوية, and القلب يعشق كل جميل. The National Ensemble for Arab Music is an Egyptian orchestra to revive the masterpieces of music and heritage. Founded in 1989 by Dr. Ratib Al-Hifni, Maestro Selim Sahab has led the troupe until now in the Egyptian Opera House. The troupe succeeded for 3 decades in drawing the attention and hearing of the masses for the original artistic values in the Arab music. The Institute of Arab Music was opened in 1922 during the reign of King Fuad I and was called the Royal Institute of the Arab Music. It was one of the most important musical centers in Egypt for teaching Arabic music and preserving heritage. The building of the old Institute of the Arab Music is a historical heritage place belonging to the Egyptian Opera House, and the institute houses the museum of the musician Muhammad Abdul Wahab and his personal belongings. It has a museum of ancient musical instruments that are distinguished by their beauty and ingenuity of design.
Well, with this, my dear viewers, we come to the end of this episode of our program, Cultural Magazine. I hope you've enjoyed being with me. Please wait for me in the next episode. Until then, it's goodbye.